Related to service support, no, but it's still we can support.
About a year and 9 months ago, we started implementing the Joining Forces for Child Protection in Emergencies project, reuniting the 6 biggest child rights organizations in Germany, which are Plan International, Save the Children, SOS Children Villages, World Vision, Child Fund, and Ter des Hommes, to work on a child protection in emergencies project to improve the protection of boys and girls, adolescent boys and girls in emergency context by improving child protection services, mitigation and support services. For the past year and 9 months, we have thus been working towards this common goal in 6 different countries. Those 6 countries are Ethiopia, South Sudan, Burkina Faso, Central African Republic, Colombia, and Bangladesh. And so we have 2 direct implementing partners in every country. That means that we're all operating in different contexts. So even though we're working towards this common goal, we're all operating individually as well. And that's actually one of the main reasons why we wanted to bring colleagues working in all of those different contexts together in Nairobi for a 1-week learning workshop. So the idea is that everyone learns from each other, that we exchange, that we share experiences and knowledge, that we bring back or bring together colleagues to learn from each other and to strengthen each other's capacity, also with the support of our technical experts to work on gender and inclusion, to work on safeguarding, to work on child protection in emergencies, and so on, to also draw lessons learned, recommendations and best practices that can feed into a possible second phase of the project, but that can also feed into wider consortium projects as well as CPIE programming around the globe.
Yes, I found the workshop itself very enriching because we were able to see lessons learned, best practices presented firsthand by the teams. And although, like you already mentioned, we work towards one common goal, there are some similarities and differences in challenges, but although there are 6 different countries, 12 partners altogether implementing, a lot of commonalities showed up, and it was very enriching to see how the teams were also working together. Teams from grouped from 2 or 3 countries came up with very interesting conclusions and practical suggestions. So that was very enriching.
Absolutely.
As well as all the material they presented was very interactive, and seeing it firsthand was, I believe everybody was mutually enriched.
I agree. And I was just very happy to see how surprised people were to discover so many common challenges and then to learn about how to tackle those challenges in different contexts. I feel like that was very, very enriching.
Very enriching indeed. And one of the initiatives that we launched during the project on communication and visibility now has developed itself, so to speak. Teams were communicating more and more in country. So 2 teams were exchanging now not only on different success stories or individual cases, but they're collaborating much more closer on activities and exchanging on best practices. So this is something very positive, how collaboration has extended.
Absolutely. I think there will be a lot of lessons learned for future consortium projects and for future CPIE projects that are hopefully very useful for the entire sector, as the CPIE sector remains severely underfunded in a world where humanitarian budgets are cut by most governments, but where the CPIE needs actually increase. So I hope that with this workshop we can actually have an impact in terms of learning long term.
Related to service support, no, but it's still we can support.